Lord knows we need all the help we can get.
Here we do. Benji Gomez now making his way into the cage for our next bout. The flyweight matchup, 3x3. Gomez making his pro debut according to this card here. Now I know that he had a Spar Star amateur title, which is a Southern California promotion that he won in a very, very exciting bout. He is a very game opponent for anybody. This is the guy, if you talk to and he doesn't have a title belt, he wants you to tell him why not.
And we say this every time we come on the air, every time we do another Badbeat show. The amateur scene is such a great tool that's developed in the last 10 years. It's still got some holes in it. It's not a perfect organization, how they run the amateurs, both in California and all over the world, specifically the United States. But just the opportunity to be able to get some fights underneath your belt, get some experience before you have that pro record, and it's going to affect your pro record, is invaluable. I mean, I made my pro debut in 2006, not that long ago in the grand scheme of things, but there was no amateur, there was nothing. You went right into pro, just as short as 7 years ago.
I'm making my pro debut when I'm like 70 because it'll be hard to find an opponent.
I'd still fight you.
I know you would, but at least I have a chance then. Here he is, Benji Gomez. That's one of those guys, too. He's one of those guys. You got to talk to him. Super cool guy. I talked to him earlier tonight before the event. And people go, the mentality here of a fighter, right? The mindset of a fighter. That's him.
He's definitely got the tattoos of a fighter. Is that a punishment athletics tattoo on his chest with a fist?
It might be.
Tito Ortiz's company?
That's
a diehard fighter right there.
A lot of folks use the fist in a lot of different things in combat sports, so I'm not sure. There's our tail of the tape. Shai Lindsey. Must be nice. Looks like it's cut off a little bit there. Against the brawler Benji Gomez. Lindsey 0-0, but another guy who's got some amateur experience, if I'm not mistaken, and a very talented fighter as well. He's making his way into the cage right now. Referee Mike Beltran just cleared him. And there he is. Mike Bell in the cage is now going to give us the intro particulars.
The action continues here at Badbeat 11. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. His official weight, 125 pounds. Fighting out of Knuckleheads MMA. Please welcome from Ventura, California, Benji, the Brawler Gomez. And now let's welcome his opponent across the cage in the red corner. His official weight, 125 pounds. Fighting out of PhD Athletics. Let's welcome from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Waimea, Hawaii, Shai, Must Be Nice, Lindsey.
Scheduled 3-minute rounds, flyweights, 125 pounds. The brawler, Benji Gomez, in the blue with white trim. The black with red, that's Shai Lindsey.
Lindsey, regular stance, Gomez in southpaw.
And folks, in-house here and anywhere on the go can listen to us right now live on HearTV.com. H-E-A-R, for those who want to spell here the various ways, HearTV.com.
No one is safe from our voices. We'll get you no matter where you're at.
Yeah, that's scary, huh? One of the things I like about Benji Gomez from watching him as an amateur, he's an aggressive fighter, but he's not careless. You see him, he's taking his time and measuring his opponent. He'll open up his arsenal gradually, but he's not just leaping in and as in the old school MMA days, just swarming. He's taking an approach that's going to work.
A very active fighter, lots of head movement, lots of footwork, whereas Shai Lindsey just kind of steady in his stance, measured approach.
Yeah, Shai Lindsey has more of a almost like a European boxer kind of a upright posture.
Mm-hmm.
His weight distribution is really probably centered. It looks like he's not leaning forward or back. A little bit of a feint there from Gomez. You see Gomez now with some combinations. He's going to open up. Lindsey catches the foot, pushes Gomez up against the cage, tries to capitalize. Gomez says no. Both guys making a pro debut. So again, a great matchmaking display here. Nice counter right hand by Lindsey.
It was just fake. He almost like looked down like he was going to attempt a takedown. Just a little bit, just a tiny little feint down to the leg. Made Gomez think, oh, maybe a takedown. That split second gave Lindsey the opportunity to get the right hand through.
Lindsey now coming on the attack a little bit more, moving Gomez back. That'll be a way to get Benji Gomez started faster. If he starts attacking him, if Lindsey starts attacking him, Gomez will pick up the pace maybe even sooner than he wants to.
Yeah, you see a lot of fighters react to how they're fought. Almost like their opponent dictates how they fight. You never want that to happen to you, but sometimes it can be a good thing. If you're kind of sleepwalking through a round and your opponent gets aggressive, it kind of wakes you up. My Muay Thai coach, Frankie Chavez, always says, whenever you throw an elbow, get ready for an elbow being thrown back. Because it's funny how the brain works. You think, oh, yeah, I can do that. Then comes the elbow. So you always, little things like that, the weird mentality and psychology of fighting.
One round down. 2 more to go. You're watching Badbeat 11. The corner of Shai Lindsey right there. A cool shot with the monitor behind him in the back of the arena.
It's like you're peering into eternity.
It's like the Colbert Report on Comedy Central. He's got layered pictures of himself behind himself. In the corner of Gomez. Some intense coaching going on both corners.
Sure, when you have a debuting fighter, I don't know the background of these trainers, but sometimes you have a debuting cornerman as well. And that's a skill in and of itself, is knowing what to say, when to say it, making sure your fighter can hear you, game planning on the same side, who's holding the ice, who's holding the timer. All that stuff all the behind-the-scenes things you don't see on your screen normally.
Very true, my friend, very true. Second round of action. Benji the Brawler Gomez, blue with white. Shai Lindsey, Shai must be nice Lindsey, in the black with red. One of their corners, I think it's Gomez's corner.
Really making his presence known. I don't know if you can hear it on the broadcast, but his voice is echoing through the whole arena.
Like a combat sports auctioneer. it's rolling across the room, and he's very intent on what he
Can I get a head kick? Can I get a head kick? How about a jab? How about a jab? Can I get a jab? Can I get a hand? What about cross? What about cross? I'll take that. Can I take that?
Sold to the guy in blue. There's a nice little counter right hand with a fadeaway by Gomez.
That front leg kick by Lindsey's doing a good job of getting Gomez off balance when he's kicking the southpaw lead right leg of Gomez. Doing a good job of kind of getting him off balance. If I want to throw that, maybe come back in with a right straight or maybe a head kick.
Yeah, straight right hand, right? The medicine for a southpaw.
It is the kryptonite to a southpaw, and it goes both ways, the straight left of the southpaw to the right-handed fighter, obviously. They're both mirror images of each other.
Right. I mean, in boxing, that's always a rule, right? You throw the lead right against the southpaw, but when you have the added thing that you mentioned about being able to take that front leg out, too.
If you can step to the outside of your opponent when you're an orthodox fighter against a southpaw, you can really get a really nice angle on that outside kick and really just buckle that lead leg and get their balance off, get their defense down, and come back with anything you want, power right hand or a head kick like I mentioned.
Measured fight by both guys. Not to the point that they're being careful and lackluster, but to the point that they're not taking huge risks.
They're fighting within themselves.
Yeah.
They're both doing what they've trained. Again, these are debuting guys that I'm sure put their time in the gym. And when you have the nerves and the adrenaline of your very first fight, you're going on instinct. And clearly these guys have trained specifically. Head kick by Lindsey.
And they see, and then it opens up Gomez.
And Gomez returns. You were exactly right.
He's like a powder keg. As soon as you light his fuse, he's going to go. He's just not. He's not going to be careless. He's not going to sacrifice his intelligence and just start throwing things for no reason. He's been taking a measured approach, but once he realizes he's in a fight, that's it. Lindsey definitely opened up the action.
Gomez still on the single leg of Lindsey. Someone lost a mouthpiece. I'm not sure who it was. The referee picked it up.
Referee Mike Bell.
Lindsey's in on a guillotine now. It's a power guillotine. Gomez is cringing.
Gomez is there. That's tight.
That's tight. That's it.
Lindsey gets the tap.
Second round guillotine submission. Shai Lindsey, fantastic debut.
To say he's excited is to say the Pacific Ocean is wet. Understatement. Wow. Shai Lindsey gets not only an impressive win by finish, he does it over a very, very talented upcoming opponent. You see it right here. Talk us through it, RJ.
And you can see the guillotine. He brings his left arm underneath the neck of Gomez, but then he grabs his right bicep and brings his right arm behind the neck of Gomez. And that's like a rear naked choke type grip, which you use it when you're over the top of a guy in like a front headlock position. Use it for a guillotine. Great position because you don't need all the leverage of having to pull guard. You don't have to fall to your back to finish that submission. You can just sit there and just squeeze everything together and get that very painful submission. That can be both a choke to the carotid arteries, and it can crush the windpipe as a pain choke or an air choke. Fantastic job.
Well, no question we're going to see Gomez again here in the BammaCage. Well, what a performance. It was really, I think, a close matchup. And maybe that's what Lindsey needed to do. Maybe he needed to open up his arsenal to get Gomez to commit to do that.
And it's such a quick, that's mixed martial arts. I mean, it can be such a competitive, close, back-and-forth contest where everything's up in the air. You don't know what the score is, you don't know what's going to happen next. And all it takes is one opening. You know, Benji Gomez had his neck out maybe just a little too much, his chin out just a half an inch too much. Lindsey took advantage of it, got the submission. Also shows you how far submissions have come and how MMA awareness from a fighter has come along. That's a pretty high-level submission. It's not something you learn in your first day of jiu-jitsu. And now we have two debuters pulling off a move like that.
That's true. That says a lot about their pedigree coming in at a pro debut. Our ring announcer, Mike Bell, is going to make it official with all the grandeur that a ring announcer brings. Here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout ends at 2 minutes and 41 seconds of round number 2. Referee Mike Bell stops this bout for your winner by tap-out submission due to a guillotine choke, Shai Must Be Nice Lindsey.
I venture to say he changes that to Shai Must Not Be Nice. Because clearly, when he was not nice, he wins.
It wasn't nice for Gomez. Sure nice for Lindsey.
Just 2 bouts down. Much, much more to go if you're a Bamma USA fan. And if you're watching even for the first time, you already are. You're watching Badbeat 11. We're at the Commerce Casino, Commerce, California. If you're anywhere near a mobile device, and really who isn't these days, you can listen and watch live on HearTV.com. That's HEAR TV.com. Also thanks to BeFirstClothing.com, JawFlex.com, ParaTrucks.com, and Budweiser, King of Beers. That said,